I want to go back chronologically in the timeline just a little bit to a speech that President Biden gave before the attempted shooting of Donald Trump. Now, I want to be really clear about that. President Biden has, for the time being, suspended campaign activity, or at least did in the aftermath of the assassination attempt against Donald Trump. My guess is, especially with the Republican National Convention now underway, which is an overtly political event, that President Biden will be back to campaigning soon as well. But this is the first opportunity I've had to discuss it. President Biden giving a speech in Detroit before the assassination attempt against Donald Trump. And many of you sent me this particular clip that I'm going to play because you felt that this was a different Biden. Biden going directly at Trump, saying Trump raped her with regard to E. Jean Carroll and the civilly liable sexual assault which a New York judge said met the definition of rape. Many of you overwhelmingly like this Biden, the more aggressive Biden, going directly at these aspects of Trump, while a few of you said, David, I'm just not sure about this. I'm not sure if this is really to President Biden's benefit to talk in these terms. So let's listen to it. Definitely more energy here. But is this sort of discussion, is Trump raped her, what we want to see Joe Biden say and what the campaign will benefit from? It's certainly accurate, that's for sure. Let's listen.
Who he is, what he intends to do. Folks, Donald Trump is a convicted criminal. He's convicted. He was convicted by a jury of his peers of 34 felonies for paying hush money to a porn star and hiding it from voters in 2016. Donald Trump was found liable for sexual assault by a judge who told us not to be fooled by Trump's brushing it off. Here's what the judge wrote, quote, the judge in that case wrote, Mr. Trump attempt to minimize sexual abuse, finding it frivolous. Mr. Trump raped her. It's the judge's language, not mine. He raped her, as many people understand the word rape. Folks, Donald Trump is a business fraud. He lost his license to do business in New York State. Been fined over $400 million for giving false information to banks. And he's still facing charge for mishandling classified information, which is a criminal offense. He's still facing charge for his role in January 6th trying to overthrow the outcome of the 2020 election. He's still facing charges in Georgia for election interference. Remember his phone call? I just need 11,780 votes. Name me another president who's done any of that. Look, if you want to know how bad a businessman Trump really is, just think about this. He inherited millions of dollars only to squander it. He's filed bankruptcy 6 times. He even went bankrupt running a casino.
All right, so I think you get the point. Just the long laundry list of attacks on Donald Trump. Really, the new part there, though, is Mr. Trump raped her according to a judge. In a different political environment, this is the caveat. My instinct might be, I don't know if this is a good idea. I don't know if this is good campaign strategy. In this political environment, where it's almost as though a large part of the country is completely blind to the fact that the Republican candidate is a civilly liable rapist, 34-time convicted felon. Now, when you tell them that and they learn about it, they say, I don't care, it was rigged or whatever. But regardless, when so many people don't even realize that this is the situation as it stands today, I actually do think that this makes sense, especially since what's left? What's left at this late stage where we are just 3.5 months from the election? President Biden had a poor debate performance. Trump suffered an assassination attempt that we don't yet know how it will affect polling. What else is there but to simply identify your opponent as what they are, which in Trump's case is a convicted felon and civilly liable rapist? So I'm fine with this. I don't know that this is going to be the secret sauce that rockets and propels President Biden to reelection. I don't know what, even if you said more generally, what could do that at this point in time. I have no idea. But I don't have a problem with this. And of course, this was before the assassination attempt. President Biden has, for now, suspended campaign activity, although I expect that it will resume very soon.